Hey guys, welcome to Brother Jay's Card Finds. I went to a card show on Sunday. Now, I normally do these videos a lot sooner after the show. It helps me remember the details. Unfortunately, today is Wednesday. It's been a very busy week. The regular school year started. I'm on a new bus run, so I've been very busy and haven't taken the time to do this. On top of that, I was out of sleeves. Kind of sucks when you run out of card sleeves, but none of the local shops were open. So I decided I was going to go to Walmart. I went to the Walmart that's near me. They didn't have any. And then I went to the Walmart closer to my work, and I bought these. Do not buy these sleeves if you want them to fit your regular cards. These were very tight on my regular cards, and it would very easily smash the corners on your cards. So to make them fit, I actually had to nip off the corner of many of the sleeves. I'll see if I can show you an example of that. I can get it to focus. As you can see, I had to I know they make them like that, but I actually had to take scissors and cut off the corners of the sleeve to get them in comfortably, which is a big hassle. And I still have a pack and a half left of these. And the worst thing about them is the price is $3.87 a pack, plus tax, of course. So, like, at least $4 for 100 sleeves. I bought 2 packs. I don't even know why. It was a mistake. I should have just bought one. I shouldn't have bought any of them, to be honest. I've just been patient and waited till today. Carter's Cards opens today. But I really wanted to get these cards sleeved up so I could do my video. Anyway, so that's the story with that. The show I went to was on Sunday. It was called the Poppel Sports Card Pokemon and TCG Show. Hearing that, my first reaction was to message the person that was listed as the information for the show. I texted them, asked them, did they expect to have a decent amount of sports cards? Or is it going to be all Pokemon? They told me it was about half and half at that point when I answered. I would say it probably wasn't exactly half and half, but it was enough sports dealers to make it worth my while, because there was at least one gentleman that most of the stuff I bought from one seller. There was another one seller that I bought before I went. I probably didn't get to look at everything because it was another one of those shows where there's so many people and the aisles are so narrow that everyone's crammed together like cattle. But when I found the good table that I went, I stood there, and I stood there the whole time. I was probably with that guy for maybe 1.5 hours going through his dime boxes. He had dime boxes and quarter boxes. Anything without a sleeve was a dime, and anything with a sleeve was a quarter. He also had top-loaded cards. I believe those were $1. Anyway, the only problem with that was I was getting jostled the whole time because people were trying to get by the aisle, and I had people keep running into me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. You guys know how that is. It kind of sucks. But anyway, so I ended up leaving the show around 1. It started at 9, or not 1. I think I left at 11, actually. I left around 11. It started at 9. Yeah, so I was out of there by 11, and then I had other things I had to do for the day. But I did go to that show, so. Like I said, I'm not sure what the breakdown of the cards are because it had been a while. And all the ones that were in sleeves, and then the ones that weren't in sleeves are all in sleeves now. So I'm not going to try to sort out which ones are 10 and 25 cents. Let's just say I spent $15 with this dealer. I know I had at least, I think close to 100, yeah, I think it was 150 dime cards, and then I had like just a small handful of quarter ones. So we're going to go through the different categories. Let me show you this first. I got this from Carter last week at some point. I already have it, but I wanted it again because that was the price, $20. And it's in great shape. There's no bad corners or anything. It's nice and sharp. So I figured for 20 bucks, I would take another one. So, also that time when I went to Carter's, the other stuff I bought is, I don't think I showed it to you guys. It was all 1974 Topps cards to fill my set. So I probably didn't do a video on that because I didn't think it was worthwhile showing you a bunch of mostly minor stars and commons. So, alright, let's start with these. These are the non-top loaded but sleeved rookies. These were mainly a dime. Will Clark, 87 Topps. Oral Hershiser, 85 Donruss. Barry Larkin, 87 Topps. Mike Mussina, 91 Bowman. This is a Trot Nixon from 94 Pinnacle, but as you can see, it's a special one. It is the, oh, hold on. It's the museum collection. So I have his regular rookie from that year, but I figured why not with the Starburst for 10 cents. And this is Brett Saberhagen. I'm trying to remember if this was one of the ones that was a quarter. I don't think it was, but it was either a quarter or 10 cents. I think it was. I think that one may have been a quarter. Okay. I also got this Brett Saberhagen rookie. I put it in the top loader. This was definitely a dime, this one, though. But if you look at, I think I was going by TCDB, Trading Card Database, and they had that as like a $2 card, and I think they had the Donruss one, or maybe a $1 card, and they had the other one was under $1, so, you know, whatever. While we're showing you top-loaded cards, here's some of the better cards. I'll show you these. This is one of those Jimmy Deans of the Living Legend. They have the gold and the gold signature. George Brett. I thought that was pretty cool. That's out of a set of 6. So I got a couple of those. I got a bunch of these. These are the Donruss Learning Series cards. I got a Canseco. Now, these are all in order by the player, but I do have other ones. Will Clark, 87 Fleer rookie. Donruss Learning Series, Ricky Henderson. Here's a 91 Bowman, Chipper Jones. A 91 Bowman, Kenny Lofton. A 91 Upper Deck Final Edition, Kenny Lofton. Edgar Martinez, Donruss Learning Series. This is a Pedro. This is from Top Stars, Pedro Martinez. And this is numbered, which is why I got it. I don't know if you can see the number. It's, I believe it says 7301 of 97.99. So, this is a neat one. This here, I think I have them both in the same team bag. Greg Nettles and Greg Nettles. Let me take them out because otherwise you're not going to see. Because it's probably not the best way to have them packaged, but we have one that's in the top loader and one that's in the sleeve. This, I'll show you the top loader one. That's the error, Craig Nettles, and then you have the corrected Greg Nettles. So I have them together in a team bag, just to keep them together. That's a cool error. It's fairly hard to come by. I don't know, it's probably not that hard to come by, but it's not a cheap error. It's not like a Juan Gonzalez reverse negative. Kirby Puckett Learning Series. This is a Topps Finest Pudge Rodriguez, and this is a pre-production piece. I think you can see, you can barely see it. It's got the red lettering there on the back, pre-production. Ozzie Smith Learning Series. Ozzie Smith, and this is the Living Legend, Jimmy Dean. We got a Jim Thome 1991 Bowman, and we got a Robin Yount Donruss Learning Series. So that's the ones that I wanted to top load. Then we have the sleeve cards. Well, before we do that, we'll even do these. These are all Manny's. I keep Manny Ramirez separate from other cards generally. I have I have so many of them, that's why. This is a FanFest Pinnacle Manny. This is Select Certified, I believe. Or Pinnacle Certified, it says. Okay. This is a SP Special Effects Manny. Look at that cool hologram. I like that. Here is a Manny from Sports Illustrated. Ready to Rock. I think that might be some kind of subset. I'm not sure though. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, it's 5 of 10 C, whatever that means. We got a Cracker Jack Manny Ramirez. We got a Upper Deck. I'm not sure what year that is. And we got a Upper Deck 40 man. These are all Manny Ramirez cards. So there you go with those. All right. Let me show you the stinkers before I get too far along. These were 3 cards. I believe I paid a dime for each of them, and they're not worth keeping to me. This bow is really beat up. I don't know how much. You can see the crease right there. This is really beat up. I didn't really notice it when I was going through. I went through so fast. Here's a Steve Carlton, 85, Donruss. And I don't know if you can see that crease there. Yep, there's a crease there. This one just has, there's a white corner. And there's some smash corners. There's a creased corner, kind of. So, and this Bob Feller, it's not really creased or anything. It's just so off center. It's the the Topps Archive, Baseball Archives from the 1993 or 1953. And it's just so off center. I don't want to keep it. I mean, it's a cool card, which is why I bought it, but not off center like that. I don't really want that in my collection, so okay. Should we do non-sports or actually other sports? We'll do. Let's see. I took these out. I took these out because I got these. These were actually, I believe, no, they were a quarter, but they were from another dealer. Curtis Strange, Sports Illustrated card, and this is a WCW set of Kimberly. I believe it's her, technically a rookie. She had one before, it was called the Diamond Doll, but they call them rookies, it seems like, when they just change their character name. So it's marked as an RC on the trading card database. Alright, we got a Z-Force Limited Access Ray Allen. The neat thing with this is I have to take it out to show you. Hold on. Folds out. See that? Very neat. So it folds out. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize it did that until I tried to sleeve it and the sleeve was catching on the fold out part. And then I realized, oh yeah, okay, I see. So it's kind of hard to get back in the sleeve. That's what I'm doing right now as I'm talking to you guys. We got a Chris Mullen. This is the Legends Sports Collectibles, I believe. This here is from, it's actually a weird series. There's a whole series of these from, I'm not sure, but I think it's Sports Card. Does it sound there? I can't even read it. Sports Card Price Guide Monthly, and it's all different sports. So that's a Chris Mullen. Looks like 74 Topps Baseball. Here is I had one of these last time I did a video where it was, I believe, a figure skater. This one's a boxer, Titans, 1 of 30,000. Sports Card, Troy Aikman. I have a couple of these. Sports Card, Marcus Allen. Here's a Tony Dorsett from, I believe, 1990 or 1989? 1989 Topps Football. Tony Dorsett. Here's a Ragib or Rocket Ishmael. It's from the Canadian Football League set. I'm not sure. There doesn't appear to be a number on it. This might just be a promo one. I'm not sure. Anyway. Here's a bow. This is 1989 Topps. It's a Sterling Sharp, and I believe this was cut out of a magazine. BCP, what usually would be Baseball Cards Presents, but I don't know why they'd have a football player. But Sterling Sharp. There you go. Visikahema, rookie with the Cardinals. I bought this because he was a local Philly newsman for here for a long time. He also played with the Eagles, of course, but he was on the local news. I don't know if you remember if he did sports or what happened, but here's a bunch of John Daly's. I believe they are second years after his rookies. So John Daly, the regular card. You have Stat Leader. And you have Rookie of the Year. So there you go. And you got some hockey. You got a Brett Hull, and that's the Legends again. This, I believe, it says TS. I believe that's from Tough Stuff, which was a magazine back in the day. And here's another legend one. This is hockey, and that is Mario Lemieux. So there you go. All right, so rest of it's baseball. So I'm going to get this done pretty quickly. So you got a Roberto Alomar, the Hometown Stars, it's Church's Chicken. This one here is a King B Alomar from the Jerky, 1994. This one here I'm not sure if I should keep. It's just a museum, I believe, museum collection. Or no, Starburst. It's Kevin Appier, though. I wouldn't typically collect a non-rookie of Kevin Appier, so I may just get rid of that. I have it sleeved up for now. Bunch of Bagwell here. Ball Street. Everybody remembers Ball Street, hopefully, back in the day. Here's the Church's Chicken, Hometown Stars. Was the first one to say Heroes, or did it say Stars as well? No, it said Stars. All right. It's from the same set, Jeff Bagwell. Artistic Talents from Fleer Ultra. That's an insert. RBI King, Jeff Bagwell from Ultra. That's an insert. This is from some Investors. I think it says on the back. Investors Journal, Bagwell. This is a Pacific, and I think it says Crown Royale. Yeah, it's not like a die-cut crown like a lot of the other Crown Royale, but I believe this is SPX. It's got the little metal on it. I don't think it's not numbered, though. That weird marking is from the metal thing on the front. But yeah, there's a little piece of metal embedded in that card. Here's the Jeff Bagwell Superstars. This is 1992 Superstars, and I believe this one is the same. Yep, 1992 Superstars, and that one Superstars. I'm not sure what that other rating says. You guys can make it out. I'll be able to make it out when I actually watch the video. All right, Jeff Bagwell again. That's a Topps Gold label. And we're done with Jeff Bagwell. This is this is Jeff Bagwell as well. Yep. And that's UD3. I believe that's an insert. Power Corp. And one more Bagwell. Wow, I got a lot of Bagwell. National Pack Time, Upper Deck. We got a Harold Baines Baseball's Finest. This is Topps Finest. I believe it's either the first or second year. He's a Hall of Famer, and Topps Finest are cool cards. This I may have. This is a Albert Bell. This is a, I have to see what year it is. Hold on. I think it's the 97 score, but it's the, oh boy, what are those called? Hobby Reserve. Okay. Here's an Albert Bell. This is a Topps Gold label. Here is an Adrian Beltre. I believe that's, I think it's 98. And that's a international, so those are harder to come by. Johnny Bench is just a basic recent Donruss card. You know, no big deal. Here's a Biggio, and this one is a, is that museum collection. So that's worthwhile because he's a good, you know, he's a Hall of Famer. Here's a Biggio. Here's the Fan Fest Pinnacle. Here's these, I don't know what this is. It's something to do with Jeter maybe, because it's Call of the Captain. And we have a Miguel Cabrera. I have a couple more of those. Here's a Jackson Churio Holiday from, I believe, 2024. 2003 Donruss Roger Clemens. Pretty sure I didn't have that. Here's another Roger Clemens. Pinnacle Fan Fest. And here's another Roger Clemens. Part of that. I can't see it on there. I think it says more on the bottom of this one. Yeah, call the Captain or whatever. Well, this one says Captains. Does that say Showdown? I'll let you guys judge. I think that's what it says. It's very hard to read. Very hard to read. So maybe I need my eyes checked. I don't know. I got to hurry up because I got to take my dog for a walk and get back to work. So I'm almost done here. I think I can finish up in the next few minutes, hopefully, if I stop yakking. All right, we got a Topps Gold Roger Clemens. This is a 91 score Joe DiMaggio. Apparently it's some kind of insert. It's 3 of 3. B14, I don't know what that means. This is one of those Conlin, Bob Feller, 85 Donruss, Raleigh Fingers. This is a minor league when he was a manager of the Louisville Redbirds, Jim Fregosi, from Riley's. This is a Juan Gonzalez Predictor 1996 Upper Deck. It may have been, that's some kind of insert. Donruss Fan Club Best of Vlad Guerrero. Here's another Vlad Guerrero. This is a 2005 Fleer, back when he was with the Angels. Another Vlad Fleer Gamers. Another Vlad Fleer Tradition. A lot of Vlad, I guess. Another Vlad. That's Fleer Ultra. Here's another Vlad. Wow, I had a lot of him. I think there's one more coming. Topps Gold Label and Topps T05. Tony Gwynn. I thought this was from a traded set, but there's no T on the number. It just says 7. So it may be from the regular year. I have to look that up. This is Topps Collector Series, Tony Gwynn. I think it was some kind of box set. Team Heroes, Donruss, 2000 and I can't even read what year that is. You guys can read it. It's Roy Halladay. So there you go. This is from Best, like the minor league, Todd Hilton. For promotional purposes only, player year, whatever the heck that is. Alright, this is from a Fleer box set. This is Fleer Limited Edition 1986, Ricky Henderson. We got a Upper Deck Spectrum. I believe it's 2005. I'm not 100% sure, but that's Trevor Hoffman. Andrew Jones, Pinnacle Fan Fest. Chipper Jones, Flair Showcase. Something else, I don't know what it says there, but it's Chipper Jones. Kind of a neat looking card. It's not numbered. Here's a, this is like one of those Prism Chipper Jones. Here is a Pinnacle Fan Fest Chipper Jones. Here is a Topps T05 Chipper Jones. Here is a Upper Deck Century Legends Chipper Jones. Here is a Al Kaline. It's the from that Sports Card News. This says World Series. This is an insert, and it was fairly uncommon. It's Jason Kendall, which is, I'm not sure that I'm keeping it, but I think so, because I think I had it was pretty rare. It was like one in like a whole bunch of packs. I'm not going to say the exact number because I don't remember. This is a Pedro from Flair Showcase. This one is kind of out of order. This is Ross Grimsley. I thought maybe I needed it for my 74 traded set. I do not. I don't know if I'm keeping it yet or not. I might just throw it in my junk box. So we'll set that to the side. One more stack. Got a Pedro. I think that's another one of those Captain Showdown. I don't know what that stuff is. I have to look that up. Legends, Mark McGuire. That's a Topps Chrome Anniversary. Stan Musial. I believe this is another one of those pre-production. This one's Vicina, Topps Finest. Pinnacle Fan Fest Nomo. This one's just a 2020 Angels team card, but there you do see Ohtani. Here's a Piazza Power Rally from Upper Deck. This is a, I believe, 2013 Posey, McCutcheon, and Braun, and they were the NL batting average leaders, so there you go. Let me see. Puckett. RBI King. From Fleer Ultra. I'm not sure the year. 97, I think. These are weird ones. I had the Mattingly in the last video. I came up with a few more of these. I'm not going to go back and try to figure out the name. I just know it's MBC. There's a Puckett, as you can see. Here's a 1981 Jim Rice. A 1986 Cal Ripken All-Star. This is a Fleer Metal Pudge Rodriguez. This is a Pinnacle Fan Fest Pudge Rodriguez. Here is a Scott Rowland Spectrum Upper Deck. This is an Upper Deck Retro Nolan Ryan. Don't have that, I don't believe. Another Spectrum. This was CC Sabathia. We got another one of these weird cards. Ryan Sandberg. Again, same design. Sheffield Metal. Sosa Metal. Sosa, it's some kind of lenticular card. It might be out, it's at a Stadium Club. As you can see, there's a Stadium Club logo. So you see the guy throwing a pitch, and the glare is kind of preventing you from seeing Sosa swinging. There you go. 82 All-Star Bruce Sutter. 82 Don Sutton. 82 in action Don Sutton. Here's a Tatis. This is a short print. He's wearing an elf hat. Jim Tomei. This is that Flair showcase. Flair showcase. The Sport Flicks, Jim Tomei. Pretty sure I didn't have that. Here's another Jim Tomei from that Sports Cards magazine, Jim Tomei. Here's another SPX with the metal, Jim Tomei. Here is a Collector's Choice Starburst, Jim Tomei. Here is a Upper Deck Ovation, Jim Tomei. Here's a Fernando Sport Flicks, as you can see. He moves a little bit. There you go. 86 Topps Box Bottom, Fernando Valenzuela. Three more. This is I'm not even sure what year that is. I'd have to look on the back. I believe it's a 96 Topps Chrome. Larry Walker. Dave Winfield, another one of those weird ones. And this is a Fleer Ultra promotional sample of Kerry Wood. It says promotional sample on both sides. That is everything, okay? So I got to go walk my dog. Thanks for watching. Have